Are you someone that's on the journey for a while, wondering, I've been trying my best. I try my best in my relationships. I try my best with money. I try my best with yoga, meditation, spirituality. I try my best with my studies. I try. But somehow I just always feel like I'm last. I just always feel like not satisfied. I just always hit this one place where, no matter how much I try, I just never seem to see the fruits of my labor. Are you that kind of a person? And do you feel like you're really close to burning out all the time? That you kind of have to take it so slow that you feel like, well, how am I ever going to make any progress at this pace when I just can't seem to ever even have the energy for doing what I need to be doing? Some of the signs of burnout include, brain fog, not having motivation, not having the drive, and feeling like you're always behind. So, you kind of stop before you even start. Have you ever been there? Some of these signs, they accumulate over time, right? And you might have heard the term burnout so many times in so many ways that you kind of go, what's the point? If I'm not able to give it my best shot, then how am I ever going to make things happen? So I wanted to shed some light on the term burnout today and how to prevent it through maybe a bit different method to what I've grown up hearing and what I've received on my journey. Because had I not course corrected, I think I would have probably burnt out, given up, and never continued on this 17-year journey that I've had, successfully working for myself, successfully succeeding at continuing to evolve and wanting better for myself, and never burning out, never being bored, never feeling like, my life sucks and I'm going to give up. I'm going to go back to 9 to 5. And let me tell you that it's not like I don't have those thoughts. I have had those thoughts, and my life is not perfect, but I know that there is a difference between thinking and feeling than acting. So thoughts can come and go, but feeling and acting like it, I definitely haven't been here for a very long time, ever since I discovered the way to course correct. So, statistically speaking, 80% of business will fail in the first 3 years of starting because of this one reason, and that is because they're burning out. Business owners burn out. Same thing happens with parents. Parents burn out because new parents, they don't know how to manage their energy, their time, and it's just new. Because it's not the baby, it's just everything else that takes over that creates the burnout feeling. And burnout is, in Ayurvedic terms, burnout is when you have no more to give. Okay? So mentally, physically, emotionally, you just have no more to give. It's almost like when you've been in a toxic relationship for a while and it's just not going to move forward, and you know that. You just keep bumping heads. No matter how much, you're nice to each other, you just feel like, at the end of the day, I'm not getting anything here, and all I want to do is start fresh. And sometimes it just looks like that, hey, I need to change people before I lose the sense of who I am. And that's sort of what burnout can look like in relationships, family, business, and even health. Some people have burnt out in their health regime because they are just feeling flat. They're feeling like there's no motivation. don't know why they want what they want. Yeah, hear that again. The reason is that we don't know why we want what we want, and therefore it's almost like it's never enough, it's never good enough. We don't know when we've actually achieved what we wanted to achieve, and this mind, the monkey mind, will keep on beating the stick behind us to make us chase a carrot that we're never going to catch. Yeah, so that is, my friend, that's called the survival mode, the survivor's way of thinking, living, being. But when I discovered this one thing about having crystal clarity about why it is that I want what I want, that's when I had to really sit down and go, you know what? If I don't get clear about this, why am I even doing this? In fact, this is probably why I don't want to get up in the morning to do business. This is probably why a money goal doesn't really drive me. This is probably why, Lamborghinis and flashy things don't drive me. The reason is that I have a particular and specific reason why I would feel motivated and driven to go after something or be someone different or do something differently. So, this talk is about how to have that crystal clarity to prevent burnout. So burnout is really when we do not want to feel like we're doing something that we have no connection to having deeply meaningful reasons why we are doing something, right? What we don't want to do anymore is do things, say things, think things without having clarity about why it is that we are wanting to, versus wanting to do things from a crystal clear space of what it's going to bring to us, how it's meaningful for us personally. Now, some people might be wondering, like, well, I'm in a partnership, we both wanted this house, we both wanted the kid, we both wanted the car, we both wanted blah blah blah. Yeah, it's okay. These are all material things. These are all external things. That's fine. You're allowed to want what you want. Actually, you and I might want the same things, but we will always have a different reason for why. It will always bring a different meaning to me and as it will to you. And this is why this work is so important, to have clarity over why it is that we want something. Similarly, when you start a business, the first thing you want to sit down, and if you were to get coached by me, we would be working out exactly what kind of a business are you developing. What is it going to be standing for? What does this business value? Why should people want this business in the marketplace? And what difference is this business going to make to the people out there? And having that clarity will give the business the direction in creating the teams, the products, the services, and all of that, which comes after having that crystal clarity about what it means to the business for it to exist and to thrive and to succeed. Because without the vision, the mission, the goals, the clarity of those things, the business won't last, right? So an individual has to also do this work at varying stages of their life, because let's face it, when you are a child, an adolescent, or under 18, you didn't need to think so deeply, right? You were still in school, you were getting taught how to condition your mind to become an industrial person. And you had sort of a bigger clarity about, hey, my next step would be to either study or go and join work. And why you would want to work was to earn some money, to have financial independence. In fact, most people take a route that will help them get financial gains and to be useful in the industrial world. And along that journey, they will decide to either get married, children, have a home, etc., as a result of that one trajectory. If you've chosen that trajectory, congratulations, you would still have to work out your why as you keep shifting, changing, and evolving as an individual. So, let's figure out how to do this. Now, when we think about what's really important for us, we need to start with who it is that we want to be. So, who do you want to be? You need to identify what it is that you actually value today, right now. What are your top 5 values? Now, next step is why? Why is this important to you? Why do you feel that whatever it is, whoever it is that you are wanting to become, why is it so important for you to become this person? Who is counting on you? So, why is it so important to you, and who is counting on you? You may have your family, your clients, the 2.0 version of you has different friends, different attitudes, different, environments, right? Who's going to be counting on you to be this person? Why is it so important to you, right? And who will count on you? And lastly, you want to ask yourself, what do you want? What do you want? What exactly do you want through the pursuit of becoming who you want to be, right? What do you want to create with that? So last week in the meditation video, I had mentioned that a lot of people meditate, do their yoga, do their healthcare. One of the biggest reasons why we are designed to need self-care, personalized self-care, is so that we have better quality energy and we can impact the world we are in. And it's not the whole world, but the environment that we are directly in, that we can influence that environment more better. We can be a better person in that environment. We're trying to make a big difference to the people that are immediately affected by us. So whether you are in the workplace or home or in a social environment, who you show up as really matters. So what you want really matters, but it has a special meaning for you. So right now, you could be wanting, in the framework of what. In the what frame, you might be asking yourself, look, what does this really gonna give me? What does this really mean for me? I'll share with you what these are for me. That might help you out. So who am I is that I'm someone that values spirituality, business, entrepreneurship, and being a good family in a family. I'm someone who values adventure and also freedom. So why is it that I value what I value is I will write down the reasons why I value these things is because I can then show up as my best self to my clients, because I'm role modeling to my clients who it is that I am trying to help them become, and I'm not the carbon copy of who they're going to become, but I still need to have that imprint and want to have that imprint of what I actually preach, right? So my Empowered You program is all about, look, every stage of life, every change will, need me to show up as a different version of me that can handle and can act in alignment to what matters to me and not be bulldozed by what societal constructs are, because otherwise I'll just end up being a clone that the society wants everyone to be. However, when I know my why, who is really counting on me are those people that still haven't woken up to their power, right? I'm trying to influence women, entrepreneurs, and individuals that are in leadership roles that are needing a reminder that they can do this, they've got this. Especially when I do this work, I'm also a beacon of light wherever I go. It's a different frequency I hold. So why am I getting up every morning becomes really easy is because if I don't do it, then I'm not being that person, right? But why I do it is because I love being that person. It brings me great meaning because there are people out there that I haven't met yet. This video that I'm doing, I haven't met you yet. If I haven't met you yet, I will meet you one day, but you're seeing me today, you're hearing me talk. This is why. And what? So what do I really want out of all of this? What do I really want out of all of this? What I really want out of this is an amazing life that I want to create for myself, that I can give some of my wealth to community projects. The Shiro's project is something that's been brewing within me for a while. But even if you don't have a big thing like the Shiro's project in your heart, there will be something that's niggling at you that needs to be birthed from you, right? So what really matters to you right now is what is it that you actually want? It can be a car, it can be a house, it can be something superficial. You can have it. Go ahead and write it down. Right? Because whatever you write down here is something external. So if you say who you are, who you want to be is someone that values health. So you want to be someone healthy. Why you want that is because, hey, I want to be healthy because I actually need this help. I need this help for my own energy. What do I get out of it? What I get out of it is, hey, something that I'm trying to create on the outside of me. My health allows me to show up to work, to show up for business, to show up in the world. My health keeps me safe in the world. If I was not healthy and alert, I would be probably getting injured out there or having accidents or whatever that is, right? Safety, security, etc., etc. But you've got to be defining that, right? So this is a high level of working out your level of clarity that you need for wanting what you want. Now, you will have to then go a little bit deeper than just that to find out exactly what each of your goals mean for you. Because every goal has its finish line, right? And this is where most people, including myself, when I didn't know better, when I didn't have any knowledge about this, I thought that, everybody wants $1 million, so I want $1 million. Everybody wants a skinny body, so I want a skinny body. And I know this sounds amazingly superficial and dumb, but it's not, because most of us are setting goals that are very high level, somebody else's narratives. Yesterday, I did a little bit of a training with John Asaraf and his teams, and what they shared yesterday about goals is that, look, when we are wanting to achieve something, we have to remember that everything is achievable, and goals do not define us, but goals keep us on track, right? So this construct is going to help you develop a sense for who you are and what this thing means to you. And now you're going to set goals in every area of your life, specifically to where you exactly are, because so many of us set the incorrect goals and trap ourselves in that burnout cycle. Hey, this one goal that you've set for yourself, like maybe you've set yourself to become a millionaire, but right now your income level is like $2,000 a month. How are you going to make yourself a millionaire without figuring out how to take the next best step? So everything working in sequential order, you have to know that you've got to set goals that are more realistic for you to be able to achieve them, to be able to achieve the next level and the next level and the next level. And a lot of us haven't developed the skill because a lot of us have always and almost always been influenced by society, environment that we've lived in. And if you've lived through an environment where scarcity was, prominent, then you most definitely have grown up around the narrative of there's never enough, and the goalpost just keeps moving. And so can you see how burnout can also keep happening? Because if the goalpost is never reached, then how will you ever give yourself a rest? How will you ever know that you have changed? How will you ever be able to recognize that you have the ability to have what you want, be who you want to be, and actually manifest the things that you've been wanting? So similarly, the spiritual practices, financial goals, and business pursuits can also become like unicorns that you can never find them because your goals are not correct. So, my friend, today I want to end this talk by reminding you that burnout is real. And to avoid burnout, you need to have crystal clarity about who it is that you want to be. Why is it important to you to be that person? And what are you trying to create through being that person in each area of your life? When I write material, I'm really talking about health, business, family, finance. Each area has its own goal. So set your goals specifically, realistically, with measurable action steps, and you will succeed and you will build your stamina. So lastly, can you see the benefit that when you set realistic goals, you're going to actually develop the right muscles in increments to be able to go for more, go higher, go more, want more, and actually believe in yourself, have more confidence in yourself, and maintain your health while you're doing it, and enjoy the process. So I hope this video added value on your journey of preventing burnout, and know that you can always ask me any questions. You can write in the comment box what it is that you thought of this video. Do you have any questions? And lastly, my friend, you do not have to take this journey alone. I certainly haven't done so, and neither have so many other people that are succeeding in the game of life, because they know that This is not, you can't do this alone. There's a lot of value in sitting with a coach and really talking and being reflected back to you what it is that you're saying, and have their unbiased listening given to you as a gift. And this is something that will happen once you learn to value what you value. You'll learn to see what really truly matters to you right now, and that you're worth it. You're worth the help and you're worth the support to manifest the dream life that you've wanted for yourself. I've come from a background of burnout. I used to be in corporate, and I know exactly what the carrot and stick life can look like, and it's ugly. It's very unfeminine, and even though we've been trained from when we were little to be useful in the world, we've been trained to be useful in a very unproductive way, because this is what leads to nervous system dysregulation, re-traumatization of our traumas, and we're really always losing our ojas. By Ayurvedic terms, we continuously come back to square one because we haven't spent the time to get clear about our reasons for why what we want, and why is it that is important for us to create what we want to create, and actually giving ourselves the right steps to be able to create what we want to create, and be able to break it down into chewable bits, so that we're not choking ourselves too much in one go. And in fact, we slow ourselves down by doing that anyway. So I hope this video made sense, and leave me a comment if you like this video and you like this kind of content. I'd love to do more. And until then, happy full moon. We've just had a full moon yesterday, but the release process is gonna go for the next 7 days. So do make sure you're taking it easy, because the moon is gonna wane, and don't put too much pressure on yourself. Right now is a great time to realize, all the stuff that's going to burn you out, it's time to let these habits go. It's time to let those beliefs go that are holding you back in that spot of not feeling worthy of an upgraded life, not being worthy of giving yourself the ease that you deserve. You deserve it all, and you can have it all, and there is a better way to do it, and that is through gaining greater clarity and having that clarity daily, so that you don't set yourself up for burnout. You actually set yourself up for thriving, enjoying, and happily showing up in everything that you do, because you are going to get something out of it at the end of the day. Right? There's something in it that must be there for you to be able to do what you want to do. Happiness is very broad. Happiness is a very broad term which can be used in so many ways. But once you know what happiness is meaning to you, how it's showing up for you, that's clarity. And that level of clarity, my friend, makes all the difference. You're never going to go towards burnout. You're always going to want to do more, and you're going to always set yourself up to have more, be more, and do more. All right, so see you next video. Thank you so much for watching. I shall see you at the next video.